Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for those who subscribed, and I believe we are going to share the link for the new people on this channel. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Like we said earlier on, we are going to be sharing knowledge and learning from each other. And today, I want to tell the world my own story. Growing up as a girl from a home and being raised by a single mother, what it meant to me. Um, it has not been easy and also easy at the same time. I come from a home of 6 children, and I am the only girl. I am the last born, and my mother took care of us. My dad died when I was 1 year, so when he died, I my mom had to take lead, become our father, become the mother of the home. And I believe some of us who have come from such a background, we can relate. We know how single mothers struggle to ensure that their children have the needs, that all their needs are met, and ensure that all of them are not lost totally. They do not mess up, but they have bright future. And any mother who loves her child will go to any length to protect her, to provide for that child, and ensure that the child is safeguarded from any kind of problems. And that's my story. Um, like any other African community, in the villages where you come from, you find that it is not easy for someone to study and reach certain level without really messing up. And then sometimes you ask yourself, what really motivated you? Like considering the background where you come from. Specifically, I come from a background where schools are there. They are government aided schools. They're near the villages. My village is like 5 minutes away from the school where I used to study. And it's not far. But then you find that out of the pupils that you join senior one with, S1, sorry, P1 with, few of them will reach P7. I remember we were over 400 plus in P1, but then in P7, we were only around 60. So there you ask yourself, where did the rest go? What happened to them? There are so many reasons why children are dropping out of school. But I thank God that from that community where you find dropping out of school is normal, children not liking school is a normal thing. And then someone just wake up in the morning and say, I don't want to study. But then for you, you see future, you see where you come from and you want to continue. That's why I want to encourage us here that sometimes your background doesn't define your success story, because our background contributes a lot to our success. Some few people do not, it's not really easy to talk about your background. Some are really hurting, some are traumatic, and you don't want to talk about them. But personally, I believe in storytelling, and I believe that once you tell your story, you help others who are going through the same challenges, but also it gives you the chance to heal and know that whatever you are going through was not just happening, but it was a lesson that you should learn to be a better person. So, my mom had to persevere a lot. There are a lot of criticisms that come when you lose your parent, especially your father. There's so many people who come and they want to discourage your mother, they don't want to be there, they want to take over properties. A lot of things said about you, especially if you're a girl, who will tell you that you will get pregnant, you will not study. Girls these days don't study, they always look around with boys. She will not study. A lot of things were said to my mom, but she kept on. And one thing that made me move, like to be where I am today, it's there are two things. One, it is God. It is by God's grace that I managed. And secondly, it was my mother. Like she's someone who is so determined, and she will lose whatever she has in order to protect me, in order to protect her children, to ensure that their future is bright even when she's not okay. Like she will give out all that she has, her strength, her resources, works day and night. And sometimes she would cry, and I watch her cry like she doesn't have a lot. How am I going to? She just be wondering, how am I going to make sure that tomorrow these children have something to eat? And I remember there are so many times that, yeah, you sleep hungry. Like, it was not a very big thing. Of course, to some people, when you say we have ever slept hungry, it's like, it was, the world was so big. But that time, I think I grew up being contented that, yeah, I come from a humble background. If we have, well and good. If we don't have, then I don't need to be hard on myself. I don't need to be hard on my mother because she doesn't have. So there are many times we slept hungry. We wake up in the morning and you're hungry. You're real hungry. But then there's nothing else you can do. The only thing you have to do, wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, go to the bathroom, bathe, go to school. So when you go to school, the children during break, people are eating, people have mandazi, people have, they are eating very many things, but you can't. In your heart, you want to really have those, but then you don't have. What do you do? Nothing. You don't have many friends because you don't have. You cannot contribute to the groups. People have groups. Even those in P1, P2, they have their groups where you find that if you don't contribute anything, you cannot be a friend to anybody. That is even something that is happening. So I would just stay at school and then I make sure that I concentrate. I come back home, there is nothing. So I used not to waste time coming back for lunch because I know there's no food. But then you have to stay at school, you study, come back in the evening, maybe you're going to fetch water. And sometimes what you feed on, you may just have porridge. You drink porridge and sleep. And I made a promise to my mom one day. I think, yeah, there was nothing. We didn't have anything that day. So she was praying, she was crying, a lot of things, like the world was all over her. I just had to make her a promise. I told her, you know what, one day I'm going to make you proud. You will not sleep hungry again. Like, as long as I am here, you will not sleep hungry again. And my dear friend, when God has blessed you with resources, remember people who are there for you, whether they are your parents or they are not your parents. Like, remember them. Those people sacrificed a lot. So I made that promise to her and she was happy. She just told me, she was like, when I look at you, when I see you, it's like I have hope. I see a lot of hope in you. I see that you're going to make impact, not just for this family, but in the community. You're going to help so many people. Um, with the heart that God has given you, and also you have the heart, a kind heart that helps everyone, but also you will impact many lives with your stories when you talk about your stories. But first thing that I want you to do is be contented. You don't have enough, so you should not go to other people to look for what you don't have. I know these days there are girls who are facing issues. They do not have pads, they do not have enough food at home. That's why girls are, or even adults, people are getting into relationships that they do not even love the people. It's not that it's not that they love them or anything, but it's because they lack certain things and they are not contented with it. So I grew up being contented with what you have, and I did not really have that desire to have a lot of things. When I can get love, I can get attention, I am in school. So I think one of the most important thing that someone can have if you want to be satisfied in this life is being contented with whatever situation, like in whatever situation that you're in. You need to be contented. You need to value what you have. And even if you have desire to achieve something, do not just compare yourself with others, because at the right time you will achieve that. So that was part of my story. I believe we are going to share more. I still have a lot to tell the world. And I believe that you may also have the same story. So you can reach out and we discuss and we share our stories to the world. I believe when we are together, we can achieve more and impact more lives. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.